right, y'all. Welcome to our Real Talk segment.
Yes.
We ask some questions to keep it real and get to know Tim a little bit more.
They got me drinking water, man. I'm trying to keep up. This is
this
we
is
gotta,
TED Talk.
if we could, we would just put his mind in one of them projectors and just see it. I'm just kidding.
I'm thinking about a movie. I ain't even gonna elaborate on that too deep because I don't want you to steal my idea. But the DJ movie, I never seen a movie that's dedicated to the DJ rise and come up in that era. You know what I'm saying?
That's so cool.
You got an amazing story that I feel like got to be documented. I want to see it in a documentary form, and I want to see it in that live cinema Michael Jackson form as well.
That would be
I need to see that. Yeah, I need to see 15 years old with them cassettes, you heard?
For sure.
That would be fly.
So my question to you is, who was somebody that poured into you when nobody knew your name?
I would definitely say, my father, my cousin Tony, and my grandmother were the ones, because most people were like, make sure you get a job, get a career, but they were always the ones like, nah, you should keep doing what you're doing. You should, something gonna pay off eventually. Don't stop.
They saw it.
They were my biggest cheerleaders for sure.
I love that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Mine is, how do you think the record store industry and artificial intelligence can work together for the future?
We can't. We don't like that.
Oh my God. Just think about it. Let's pause.
No, man. There's no way we could work together.
How can the robots add
Just
to this
The answer
industry?
is no.
Nah, man.
Not at all.
Nah. AI don't really have a place in the music business because you're gonna start taking jobs away from people, writers, producers. If I can go to Sonos or whatever, and I could just say, make me a record that sound like Drake, make me a record that sound like Beyonce. Here's some words, and then we pump it out. Or even there's artists going in the studio getting their lyrics off of Chat GPT. That's crazy.
Blasphemy. You're going to jail for real.
You going to jail?
That's not real hip hop. That's not keeping it real.
Just
I don't know what
heart.
that is. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. From the big homie to the little homie, fam, we don't respect it, fam. You're not an artist. You get no play in this ride. You heard? You're a weirdo.
Yeah. So
all right, let me change it.
Yeah, we ain't.
Let me change
the
it.
record store wants nothing to do with AI.
You heard it here first.
What sacrifices did you have to make that people don't talk about or people don't know?
I mean, most of my sacrifices are financial, and family, because when you're focused on something and you're doing something all the time, you put yourself in a position where other things suffer. And so I would say for me, family probably suffered, and definitely financially. I had other opportunities, but I love music. I'm gonna be honest, with me, there's nothing like putting a key in the door in the morning and having a conversation with a customer about music. Old school, new school, it don't matter. If somebody say, hey, Tim, man, you remember the stylistics? And we get to talking about certain records or the dramatics or whatever, or, fast forward into some of the newer stuff. Like, there's nothing like that, or you putting some music together for somebody, curating something for somebody, and then they call you and say, hey, that CD you put together for me? Man, my barbecue, my bar mitzvah, my wedding, it was on point because of this music you put together.
So who are you doing this for at the end of the day? Who is this for?
I mean, at one point it was for me, but I think over the years it changed. Honestly, probably for the next generation of artists, just so I can hopefully inspire artists, entrepreneurs. I have people that tell me, I used to see you behind the counter. I just came in today to tell you I graduated from college and I'm opening my own business because I used to see you back here every day. And so that's the only reason to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do it. The money is few and far between these days in music, so you can catch it when you can catch it. But inspiration, probably the biggest thing, and inspiring somebody to do something great, because I think there's a lot of people in town with greatness in them. And so if I can be the one to ignite that flame, that's why I do it.
What do you want to tell that young boy, man, who was 15, man, who was killing it with the sales on the cassettes?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to tell that young boy if you could tell him something right now?
You can tell them something right now.
Yeah, don't stop.
You don't.
Because eventually you're going to own a record store. And those cassettes are going to be, real cassettes with UPC codes on the back. And, and you're going to sell some records. And, it's going to open up a whole world of opportunity to you, because that's really what it did, from being able to run a record pool, run a record label, produce music, be involved with different productions, different artists, tours, record store, to, all the other endeavors. It's all because of these four walls.
My last question is, what's one mistake you see independent artists in the Twin Cities making over and over again?
They get comfortable. Everybody lives for, my record comes out Friday, and then they don't do anything else. Because they think on Friday, the numbers are going to just be astronomical. But if you don't work to make those numbers astronomical, if you don't have the visuals, if you don't have the follow-up, if you don't have relationships that you built with the DJs in the city, the radio stations, the people such as yourself that you need to know who can help you get to another level, then you just putting out music. So that's the biggest thing. I think people get comfortable and they just stop, and they think it's supposed to happen, and it doesn't work that way. You gotta think past that moment. What does this look like a month down the line, and I'm still in the same position? Same amount of followers, same amount of views on my video. My streaming numbers ain't going up or down. I haven't done any shows. You gotta have all that planned out. It's serious. And to be honest with you, I love the way things are going nationally, and I think people should start watching what's going on around them. Music is getting regional again. That's very important. We need regional records in order for the music industry to survive. Everybody can't make the same type of music. We don't need New York people making South records and West Coast records. We don't need our West Coast artists making down South records. We need people to make the records they're supposed to make. And if they're good enough to translate across the United States, then those are the records that we need to know about.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Black Dream Show. You heard?
Yes, thank you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube.
And before we go, man, support your local record store. You know what I mean? We can't not forget that.
Come visit, come hang out, come see the stuff we have accumulated over the years and years of hard work. We currently have a GoFundMe going on just so we can keep the music spinning. So check it out. He said it's going to be below here. Check that out. Yes. And we appreciate all the love.